Today we're going to talk about the scientific explanation of forgiveness. Go. Hello, welcome to the I Am Podcast, where we answer all the questions about spirituality and inner peace that you ever wanted to ask, and where we learn the secrets of humanity and divinity through a better understanding of both. I'm your host, Sean Webb. Okay, so forgiveness. Man, it's a virtue, isn't it? I know, right? But what's the explanation of forgiveness? How does forgiveness come about? How can we practice forgiveness more readily? Well, today we're going to get an explanation of that. And I have my little diagrams here that we use as part of the Body, Mind, Spirit 101, and explains the portions of the mind as they exist. And so, first, before we have something to forgive, we have to have something that has slighted us, right? We have to have something that has damaged or bruised or attacked our ego. Now, anger is typically the response that occurs when an outside source attacks the ego or offers a devaluation of the ego. Like, somebody comes up and calls you a name. Hey, asshole. Okay, so an outside source is coming to you and suggesting that you are an asshole, which is less than you had anticipated or wanted yourself to be seen as. And so you can hold a grudge against that person until you forgive them. Okay, now, the memory is plotted in your brain, in your mind, as an attachment. Hey, that guy called me an asshole. Or, hey, that guy did something to me. Or, hey, that lady did something to me or slighted me or whatever it was that we need to forgive them for. That becomes a memory attachment in your mind. And so at every point that you remember that memory, the perception of that memory is going to be run through the equation of emotion, which explains all emotions as explained in the book, How Emotions Work in Humans and Computers. And every time you run that memory, and every time you process what that memory means to you, you're going to have the same emotional reaction of anger or resentment or sadness or whatever it was until you forgive the person of whatever they did that caused that to occur within you. Now, what is happening when we're forgiving people? Well, in reality, we are releasing the attachment that we had to the meaning, maybe not to the occurrence itself of the memory, right? We can still remember while still forgiving, but we release the attachment to the meaning that we assign that event in our mind. And so the event may still be there. We may remember that this person slighted us, but we may remove the feeling of hurt, regret, anger that is associated with it by replacing it with whatever, giving them another chance, or calling it a bad day, or simply allowing yourself to release the meaning of the event within the mind. And so scientifically, that's what's happening when you forgive someone, is you reduce the effect that memory is having on you. You're reducing your process. You're reducing your attachments. And so the reality is, even scientifically speaking, when you forgive someone, the person that you're forgiving and that you're releasing isn't the person who slighted you, it's you. You're forgiving yourself. You're allowing an attachment to be released that is causing you pain and suffering. So when you forgive someone, you remove the capability for the equation of emotion to play out and cause any type of turmoil or inner disturbance within you. So what you need to do is be mindful of that and be knowledgeable of that process and understand that when you forgive someone, you're not forgiving them. You're forgiving you. You're releasing something off the attachment map, and you're relieving yourself of the whole process that causes pain and suffering within you that did occur before you released that attachment and forgave that person. So remember the benefit that comes to you when you forgive someone, because who you're really relieving isn't that other person who slighted you. It's you. So anyway, I hope this helps, and I hope this helps you practice forgiveness a little bit better, because you can forgive yourself even You can forgive mistakes that you make. You can forgive a number of things. And it will all be releasing you from your inner turmoil, your pain, and your suffering. Hope this helps. Hope you guys are having a great week. Don't forget, iTunes, 5-star reviews. We love those. 1-star reviews, not so much. We only have one of those. And it was an asshole. He was an atheist and didn't listen to the podcast and didn't get the scientific aspect of spirituality and just said, all religion is bullshit. And, you know, he's entitled to his opinion. But if you guys could go and replace some of those, or that one a-hole with a 5-star review, I would certainly appreciate it. And don't forget, you can get a free Audible book, audibletrial.com/IamSpirituality, and send me an email, Sean@IamPodcasts.com. Love you. Peace.